Okay, so the next little bit here, we're gonna run through, I guess, some of the hot button issues, I guess, on campus,
Okay.
and you'll just briefly kind of give, so, sort of, stump
My
on the issue.
opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty much. I know some of these have already been like entered into the public record,
Okay.
but I guess we'll start off with the cactus.
Okay.
Liam said that the cactus, like it's almost inevitable that it will change. Do
Mhm.
you think that it is as inevitable as he's making it out to be? Is that fair on his part?
Well, I mean, I certainly also kind of got the vibe from Dr. Gonzalez's statements that like it's pretty done, but I think I'm much more willing to like do whatever I can. I mean, I want to do whatever I can to. I really like the student friends of the Cactus Cafe proposal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
I met with I think his name is Zachary Bidner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we kind of went over that, and I think it's great. And so I want to be very supportive of that plan. See if we can get it adopted. I was telling you, I did music in high school, and I love music, and so um, it it would really kind of kill me to see, just making that space another room that you can just kind of like reserve is it's not. Um,
It's kind of sucking
yeah,
the
it's
soul
gonna
out. Yeah.
suck the soul out of it, and it's not gonna be utilized very well. I don't think, and so I think what I really kind of envision for the space is, like in the proposal is kind of bringing in some new acts, getting student input on, what acts they want to see, and I think we can really create in that space something we're really proud of as a campus and as a student body. Something like, kind of an ACL but on campus. I think that would
Mhm.
be awesome. Bring in a really diverse array of acts, so it's not just serving this niche of community members that thinks that Texas folk music is the end all, which I
Yeah.
think it's great. But we're 21-year-olds, and or we're college students, and you know this is a really diverse place, and like a lot of students would never want to go to
Yeah. So just better utilize it. Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
just mix it up, get some new acts. There's marketing limitations because of the fact that it serves alcohol, but try to figure out ways to advertise better to students. And I really think, and with the help of a new endowment, or support from the overarching Friends of the Cactus Cafe um, structure, I think it can definitely be turned around.
Mhm.
Again, I'm a business major. Like, how can you not turn a bar on campus into something successful? Like, you
Yeah.
have a huge competitive advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need to make it work.
And another, I guess, somewhat controversial thing is the proposed 10 semester limit for undergrads.
Mhm.
The I always get their name. The Senate recently
Senate of College
College
Counselors.
Councils. Yeah, recently I guess came out in opposition to that recommendation.
Yeah.
By the task force. I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, well, I haven't done too much research. One thing that I'm concerned about is I was talking to I don't remember what major the person was, but I think it was a grad student, and she was saying that like there's some undergrad degrees that you like can't finish in 10 semesters, and so that seems like some an issue that needs to be addressed in that bill. That's a really tough one. I'm obviously taking that full 10 semesters,
Yeah.
and so as long as it doesn't make students feel like as though they're rushing through their studies, and not really having the full chance to really develop their academic pursuit, and you know really get all they want out of college, then I think it's fine. But if students are stressed out, and
Yeah.
that's I think college is a time when everyone should be able to, you know, fully explore what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And so,
you want to give them time to be able to do that.
At the same time, I understand the financial ramifications of that. So,
you have to strike a balance, I guess, with those two. Another, I guess, news that broke this last week was the proposal to expand metered parking in West Campus. Your campaign was heavily invested in improving affordability for students. Seems like that is maybe an affordability issue that I hadn't thought about before, but it certainly is part of the cost of going to UT. I was wondering do you have any plans going forward on that?
Yeah, so this issue maybe became like a hot topic recently, but it's been going on for a long time.
Okay.
And I actually went to the meeting, like one of the first meetings they had a couple months ago, and saw the proposal. And I mean, just to kind of give you some insight into how that meeting went, it's basically one guy in West Campus that owns a bunch of co-ops who just really wanted to push his plan through. And basically, I mean, we showed up to the meeting, and he was like, I hope we can come to a decision tonight. And everyone was like, what? This is a really big decision. And so, you know, there are so many players in this issue, you know, landowners, the students, you know, developers, the city. And so, you know, kind of satisfying all those groups is going to be difficult. But basically what it comes down, the balance that we have to find, I think that the metered parking is great. It's basically the decision is, should we adopt the parking benefits district plan that the city has created, which means that they'll come in and meter everything, and then part of the revenue that's generated by the meters is given back to that neighborhood district to then invest in their infrastructure. So we could improve lighting, we could improve the safety of our sidewalks and the accessibility of our intersections to people in wheelchairs and all of those things, which are really great. But at the same time, it's an affordability issue, and you're limiting free parking. You know, a lot of the old apartment structures rely on on-street parking just to you know, have a space for the residents. You know, other issues, it's going to cause a lot of overflow into campus and surrounding neighborhoods. Basically, I think the first plan was too severe, too much metered parking, and we need to kind of, you know, find a better balance where there's still some, you know, unmetered, just on-street parking. There's maybe some signs that, I don't know if you've been, over by JP's, there's, you have to have a residential permit. Those kind of spots as well, in addition to just metered parking, so that, you know, we can bring in a little more revenue, but also, still maintain the kind of the character and, the parking of the neighborhoods.